Hey YouTubers, Grimmy Dragon here, and once again it's review time. And I finally got a hold of this guy. Finally got a hold of Titan's Return Brainstorm. And the past couple reviews are probably looking a little strange because I got this guy right in the middle of the reviews between Chrome Dome and Highbrow, where I just looked at the vehicle modes, hadn't gotten to the robot modes yet. So yeah, that's why I say I don't have them on those reviews, because I didn't have them yet. Okay, aside from that, got Brainstorm here, who is a retool of Blur. And we're just going to get this right out of the way. As you can see, some decent differences between the two. Obviously, Brainstorm has wings and a different nose cone instead of this hood. And he also has the fin. But, you know, for the most part, same mold. And that's not necessarily a bad thing. I would have preferred Brainstorm getting his own mold out of this, but this'll work. As you can see, he is a fighter jet. Like a very small personal fighter jet kind of thing. Not exactly a spaceship because, well, that cockpit doesn't quite go all the way through to the back. Which is a shame, but yeah, this is more like a airborne ship or plane of some kind, not meant for space travel, so that's fine. Still very sleek, very nice. You got the storage for the weapon underneath the nose cone of sorts, which is another piece that comes off. I'll get into that later. But yeah, all in all, looks pretty good. Wings are decent. The fin is a little bit of a point of contention because Brainstorm is supposed to have one on each side. And I think they could have managed to pull it off if they wanted to. But, yeah, all in all, it's not a horrible figure. I think it worked out pretty well. For comparison, though, let's bring in the Generations Thrilling 30 Brainstorm, which was a Voyager, and what's closer to G1, although it had some elements of IDW to it as well. But as you can see, there is a significant difference in the look. But there's enough to really make it feel like Brainstorm. Now for another comparison, and this is one that I'm very happy to bring. I'm going to move Brainstorm to the side, back up the camera a bit, as we bring in Chrome Dome, Hard Head, and Highbrow. So we have the original 4 Headmasters all together, and they're looking pretty awesome. Before we get into robot mode, let's get a look at his Titan Master. See, I believe it was, one sec. Want to make sure I got the name right. I think it was Teslor. Yeah, this is Teslor, formerly known as Arcana, or Arcana, whatever you want to call him. But yeah, he's a nice little Titan Master. Actually has some paint on his face, which is good. Oops. Yeah, it's nice when they actually try to add paint to these guys. But you got a ball jointed head, ball jointed shoulders, still have limited range, and hinged hips and knees that are pretty much a mono leg, but it still works. And yeah, he just sits right down in there, and we're good. Unfortunately, these two guns do not come off. They're part of the nose cone. I would have liked them if they removed, like the Voyager class one did. But yeah, all in all, the jet mode is real nice. So I guess it's time we got them into robot mode. Okay, so here we have Brainstorm in his robot mode. Looking pretty good for the most part. The wings are a little bit high, but aside from that, they look pretty nice. I mean, there's definitely enough to really sell that this is Brainstorm, and I do like it. Unlike the others though, he doesn't have this like faux thing on his chest to simulate the tech spec reader the original Headmasters had. But, you know, I'm fine with that. He works. And he looks good for being a retool of Blur. And if we bring Blur in, who's as blue as ever, you can see there are a lot of shared parts between them. I mean, in fact, on the robot mode, the only differences you can really see are the arms, the head, and, well, the back piece. So, yeah, I mean, they share a lot of parts, and it works. It sells it. I like it. I think it works pretty well. Now, the back piece here can become like an attack sled for your Titan Masters. Just flip out the ski, put your Titan Master in. I mean, it's already got two guns on there, but for some reason you want another, you can take Brainstorm's gun, put like a little hole on the back, peg on the here, and another little hole to go for the peg there, so it double pegs in, which can actually lead to trouble getting it out. As you can see, you got the triple barreled gun on this little attack sled, which is pretty cool. It's nice that they have some integration with the other Titan Masters. Now, you can take the nose cone, put it on as a shield with the double barrel cannons, which is pretty good. You can also put it in his hand like you would any weapon. So plenty of playability there. Or you can just store it on the back like I normally do. Whatever works for you. But yeah, I like it. Now, articulation is obviously the same as Blur's. You got a ball jointed head. Speaking of, let's get a good look at that head sculpt. Really nice. I like that orange and gray look. And the blue eyes are nice too. But you got a ball jointed head. You got the hinge shoulders, hinge going up and down as well. Got bicep swivel, 90-degree at the elbow. Wrist rotation, very tight though. He's got a waist joint. Really good. Universal hips. 90-degree at the knee, a little more than 90. Thigh swivel, and that's about it. Now, Brainstorm actually did make use of something that Blur did not. And that would be the Autobot symbol on the abdomen that goes right through the translucent windshield. So that's some nice points to Brainstorm, and I appreciate that. Oh yeah, you can also move the wings as you need to. I guys gotta get him standing. There we go. So for another comparison, let's bring in Thrilling 30 Voyager's Brainstorm. And yeah, as you can see, the colors are a little different on these guys. I mean, the Thrilling 30 Brainstorm is definitely a lighter blue, while the Titan's Return Brainstorm is a bluish green. But they both do the job pretty well. I mean, if I had to go by mold alone and wasn't thinking about scale, I'd probably still pick the Thrilling 30 Brainstorm over this new one though, because the vehicle is more accurate to the original toy and the colors and the way the body works is pretty cool. So this new Brainstorm pretty much only wins by his scale. And if you want to know what I mean, well, let's bring in Highbrow, Chrome Dome, and Hardhead. And yeah, get a look at the guys together. And they look pretty good. I mean, all in all, as a team, they do look like a good unit. It's nice to have the 4 original Headmasters together. And yeah, all in all, this is pretty sweet. Anyway, hope you've enjoyed this video. Please leave a like, leave a comment, subscribe, let me know what you think. And I will see you next time. So until then, goodbye out there, whatever you are.